Islamic guidance for social media and distractions. In today's world, where notifications never stop and scrolling feels endless, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Social media and other distractions dominate our time, often pulling us away from our faith. But as Muslims, how do we find balance? How can we engage with the world while staying true to our Islamic values? Today, we'll uncover the Islamic approach to seeking meaningful connections and avoiding distractions in this digital age. Stick with me to the end, because these tips could transform the way you approach social media and life itself. Recognizing the power of social media. Social media isn't inherently bad. It's a tool, a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can connect us with loved ones, spread knowledge, and even bring us closer to Allah through Islamic content. On the other hand, it can lead to comparison, envy, and wasted time. Allah warns us in the Quran, and do not waste excessively. Indeed, the wasteful are brothers of the devils. Surah Al-Isra, Quran 17 verse 27. Think about it. How many hours do we lose every day scrolling, comparing, or engaging in debates that bear no benefit? The first step is awareness. Recognize how much time you spend on social media and ask yourself, are you using it? Or is it using you? Practical example. Set a timer for 30 minutes every time you use social media. When the timer goes off, pause and reflect. Is this time adding value to your life, or distracting you from your purpose? Seeking meaningful company online. In Islam, the company we keep greatly influences our hearts. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The example of a good companion and a bad companion is like that of the seller of musk and the one who blows the bellows." Bukhari, Muslim. This applies to both real life and the virtual world. Who do you follow online? Are they inspiring you toward goodness, or leading you astray? Following influencers, friends, or accounts that promote materialism, gossip, or negativity can harm your spiritual health. Instead, seek out Islamic scholars, uplifting individuals, and communities that remind you of Allah. Surround yourself with online content that feeds your soul, not your ego. Practical example. Do a spiritual cleanse of your social media. Unfollow any account that doesn't align with your values. Replace them with Islamic pages or inspiring personalities that encourage growth and faith. Avoiding the trap of comparison and envy. Social media often shows the highlights of people's lives, creating the illusion of perfection. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparing your reality with someone else's carefully curated posts. But remember what Allah says, and do not wish for that by which Allah has made some of you exceed others. Surah An-Nisa, Quran 4 verse 32. Comparison breeds envy, and envy can destroy your inner peace. Instead of focusing on what others have, shift your perspective to gratitude. Recognize the countless blessings Allah has bestowed upon you. Practical example. Start a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you're thankful for. When you feel tempted to compare, revisit these blessings and make dua for barakah in your life. Managing time and reducing distractions. Time is one of the greatest blessings from Allah, yet it's one we often squander. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "There are 2 blessings which many people lose: health and free time." Bukhari. Social media can be a major time thief. To reclaim your day, set boundaries. Allocate specific times for using social platforms and stick to them. Use the rest of your time for acts of worship, family, personal growth, and self-care. Practical example. Designate social media-free zones in your day, such as during meals, before bed, or after prayers. Replace those moments with something more fulfilling: reading, Quran, spending time with family, or simply reflecting, seeking real-life connections over virtual ones. As much as social media can connect us, it can also create a false sense of companionship. Islam emphasizes the importance of real, meaningful relationships. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, nurtured his connections by spending time with his companions, listening to their concerns and offering guidance. When was the last time you had a heartfelt conversation with a loved one? Free from distractions? Invest in the people around you. Your relationships offline should always take priority over those online. Practical example. Set aside one evening a week for a digital detox. Use that time to strengthen bonds with family, friends, or your community. Cook a meal together, have deep conversations, or volunteer at a local charity. Turning social media into a source of barakah. Social media doesn't have to be a distraction. It can also be a source of reward if used correctly. Share Islamic reminders, promote acts of kindness, and use your platform to spread positivity. Remember the words of the Prophet, peace be upon him. The best of you are those who learn the Quran and teach it. Bukhari. By sharing beneficial knowledge, you can turn your time online into a form of ongoing charity. Practical example. Every week, post one piece of beneficial Islamic content, whether it's a hadith, a verse from the Quran, or a personal reflection on your faith journey. Social media and worldly distractions will always be a part of our lives. But as Muslims, we have the guidance of Islam to help us navigate them with purpose. By being mindful of our time, choosing the right company, and prioritizing real-life connections, we can use these tools in a way that pleases Allah. What steps will you take today to reclaim your time and refocus your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to spread the message. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.